Hello friends, welcome back. It's a glorious day here today. We've had some very warm weather recently. Unseasonably warm, you might say. I don't know if you can see, but all of the snow is starting to melt. We've been at plus degrees for a couple of days. It's a bit crazy, middle of February. This is supposed to be the coldest time. But as much as we love the cold, because it is a lot of fun, it's also very hard work, so this is kind of nice actually. But anyway, I've got a few jobs to do today. I want to get the tractor out and have an attempt at clearing the rest of the track, because the video you saw when the plough bent round, I think that was the last time I've driven it, I believe. Oh, oh, the snow's coming off the roof. So yeah, I want to get it out because I've fixed the water pump on it. That was, well, I discovered actually there's been no water pump the entire time that I've had the tractor, which is great. But that's also why it wasn't preheating properly. So I want to give it a test run now and try and get down that track. Clear that out, so if the neighbours want to come, they can, because at the minute it's impassable. But given the temperature and the fact that the snow has compacted and people have gone over it and whatever, it could be difficult. I don't know if I'm going to succeed, but we'll have a go. I want to drive the tractor because it's fun. I've not drove it for ages. But the first job is to go get it on the heater and let that warm up for 20 minutes, half an hour. And then see if she will fire up. Splash of petrol in this. Great little generator this is. We're just borrowing it from a friend at the minute because our one is a little bit too big and annoying. I need to swap the battery over as well. This battery is knackered. And I've been charging one. Hopefully it's going to be strong enough to start it. Fingers crossed. Alright, let's get this thing fired up. That Honda. First pull. Let me get this thing going. This is the heater. 1500 watts, so quite a bit of load. That's this thing here, and then that will circulate the coolant around there whilst heating it. Preheat the engine for us. This is what we're going to try and get down. I think it, looking at it now. Oh, I don't know. This bit is probably going to be interesting. We'll have a go. I might have to get this out with a pickaxe first. Hopefully this battery is going to have enough juice to get it going. Fingers crossed. start. But if not, we'll have to get out one of the cars and jump start it. Might as well leave this on for a second, just in case it don't go. I'll probably know fairly quickly if it's going to start or not, because it will turn over fast or slow. What voltage are we at? Oh god, 12. This probably ain't going to go. Oh, away with it, yes. There she goes. Very icy out. Good job I got the nice big chains on there. I just checked the temperature and it's +4 today. Oh, it's frozen into the ground. Apologies for the noise, but I can't exactly turn the tractor off. But I probably could now. We'll leave it to warm up thoroughly. So thin. Right then, let's go see how we get on. Probably make it about 6 inches. suppose I don't know. Oh. I mean, we're getting some movement, which is good. Not too bad. Oh. I think we can work with that. I think slow and steady. Definitely the way forward. We are plowing though. Side, but not really working. Taking over, doing the job. Oh, what are we hitting here? This is the problem. When I angle the plough too much, what happens is it just turns the whole tractor. This is why I have to run it straighter. I'm getting very sweaty. Yeah, see, it's not even that hard, but it just gets onto it and shoots it sideways. It's not the right equipment, obviously. I know that you don't need to tell me that. But try and work with what I've got. I'm going to try and take a bit of the angle off and see if we can push through. Also, the trouble with this plough, it doesn't have the weight to get down and sort of push, cut into it down to the road. Now we're not turning, but is any. I feel like things are bending. Oh my god. Oh, I can't get to you. Oh. Should have put my trousers over the boots. Amateur mistake. I don't know if you can make it out on there, but when the support brace is bending, you know there's a problem. This whole arm here is folding up. Yeah, that's no good. I mean, it is picking the tractor up off the ground, so what do I expect, really? It's just not going to happen. I'm going to have to give up. What do we make? 20 metres? I think I've just made it worse, if anything. Now we've got a wall of snow to deal with. Oh dear. Well, I just managed to record that whole segment with no audio. Well done. It's probably good because I nearly fell on my arse anyway. But what was I saying? Yeah, this thing, it's just, nah. For doing that kind of stuff, for opening tracks, it's no good. It's just the wrong design. I can't put the power down, this sort of levering action, you see it lifting the front of the tractor up. It's just never going to work. What I need for this, which I'm going to have to build in the summer somehow, is a big steel girder that goes to the rear hitch. So that's where it's linked, and that comes up here. And then I need a big V plough with a point at the front, big and heavy, and all the force will go down that girder down to the back of the tractor rather than here. But yeah, something, you know, big wings on it down to a point that can just cut through it, because the tractor's got enough power to go through. But if I can't move the snow out of the way first before the rear wheels get to it, then it's spinning, digging a hole basically. This doesn't have the weight or the strength to cut down into the snow. It's been perfect for clearing around here, but now that I've got the quad, it's kind of obsolete a little bit. So I do want to try and get a blower for this, snow blower, to go on the back. That's also on the list. But yeah, it's hard enough work just keeping the drive down here clear, which is about 1/2 kilometre. But to continue and do the rest of the track, it's probably, I don't know, at least another kilometre on top. So I don't really want to be doing it with this. It's kind of ridiculous, isn't it? So yeah, some modifications to be made in the summer. But, you know, it's all learning. We work with what we got, don't we? Alright, crack on with some other jobs. Cleaned up my mess. Made it a bit more presentable. At least we got rid of this bit though. We've achieved something that was worth doing. But I think we're almost down to the road there. Not far off. But yeah, it just can't. It's too much. It's too much for it. I know when I'm defeated, and I'm okay with that. But I'll come back stronger next winter. having to do this every few days at the moment, which is a little bit tedious. But it's because the new fire that we got, we didn't know what size we were getting when we cut this wood originally. So I just did it all the same, basically. But now it means I'm having to chop it up. It's fine. There's worse jobs in the world. But yeah, obviously when we do our next cut, I will make sure to do a load this size as well for the other fire. Now this wood is slightly damp. This is some other stuff that we got, and I'm having to dry it out next to the fire for a bit before we burn it. It's just because it's been left outside, basically, for too long, so it got a bit wet. That'll do. But if you enjoy this kind of stuff, the day-to-day living, not really a purpose to the video, but you know, just filming whatever we get up to, then I shall do more. Let me know in the comments section. This is basically what I've done on Patreon this whole time. For the last 2 years or so, all the videos have just been day in the life. As I said in the video the other day, I think it'd be nice to, you know, show more people a different lifestyle. This door is frozen solid. Bad design on my part. I need to chop the bottom off the door, make it sit higher, because the water gathers here and then it freezes, which is not great. But yeah, this kind of content, these kind of videos just come so easy to me. It just, you know, it's not a burden. I'd like to do more, or I will do more, talking about specific things, but I always struggle with it a bit because I'm no expert, I'm just me, you know. I don't think people should look to me for advice on things. I just live my life and my experience is what it is. Sometimes the way I do things are wrong in certain people's minds, but that's how I've figured out how to do it, and it works for me. So yeah, I don't know, let's get these back in. Try not to break my neck on the ice. Very slippy out here. I still need to make the video about this snowmobile, actually. I'm not shown that on here, have I? Rescued that out of a barn, 30 years old. I'll put that together at some point. I think you'll enjoy that. Good old barn find. So this fire in here has kind of become the main fire now. The one upstairs we've not been using that much. We just don't need to. In here now, 20 degrees. Absolutely lovely. And just keep this one ticking over all day, and it basically heats the whole house. But I'll stack this wood. Something on the list is I want to make a wood rack behind the fire somewhere. Storage rack, and for drying like this. The wood is seasoned, but so it got left out too long at the person where we bought it. So it got damp, and then winter happened and it froze. So it's just a bit damp, takes a couple of hours to dry out. And then it's fine, burns really well. And that's it. Even in this room, there's no heating in here. And it's 10 degrees. It's just getting through every time we open the door, I guess. But yeah, I think I will sign it off there for the day. I don't want these videos to be too long and boring for you. But do let me know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Maybe you've got some suggestions of things you'd like to see. I have asked before, but not everybody sees the videos, so it doesn't hurt to ask again. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed tagging along for a little bit, and I'll see you all in a bit.